Okay. Hello, everyone. So, I was watching this guy. His name's Joseph Tittle. And he was talking. He does like predictions and stuff. And I thought this was like very, very, very interesting because um, I had a dream where I had seen it was me, but I was in on this like island, or I thought was an island, right? And there was a man, some dark skinned man, and it was like a bunch of us kids, and we were being like held there, and we could only eat at a certain time or and sleep at a certain time. But what was interesting was that the person that was in one of the rooms, um, he had like reptilian skin. He was in a clean white room, and he was like honoring God, or his God, I guess, the Christian God. It was very interesting, and now it makes a lot of sense because then I went to the TV and I went to sleep, and my consciousness went into the TV where they were watching Spider Man, and I saw the Green Goblin and the clock that was behind him, and then I was running towards these racks of like costumes, and so my this guy Joseph Till, I call him even though we never met before. I feel like he's like a friend. I say him my friend because he's on that level, and so he was just talking about how that they, I guess, I'm not saying it word for word, but basically there were these people that were dressing up as 7-foot goblin aliens, and it turned out that it was miners who were dressing up to kind of get rid of the natives, to push out the natives, to guess for some gold or something. But I thought that was interesting because that matches the last part of the dream. Now I'm wondering now, because of the guy, I can tell you this for certain. The guy that was worshiping, he was like in a prayer room with God. It was very Mormon like. So I'm wondering if the Mormon church is somehow connected some way, like or the Pope, to this, to what he was talking about, because of the fact that in the dream I saw like someone in an altar room, and but his whole body was had scales, and he had black pants on, and then when I looked at him again, because he was half naked, he had like been like dressed like a Mormon. So it's like I'm curious, you know. But I for now fully understand why I had that goblin dream and why it was chasing me. It wasn't the fact; it was just a representation of them chasing out the natives, and then me running into the rack of clothing means that they discovered that it was all a setup. So I thought that was very interesting. So yeah, and I actually found some really good information that I will share with you guys. I just need to download. I want to try to download the images first for because I want to download the images and make a post on my YouTube. Now, I know I don't do a lot of posts, but I think you guys will enjoy this post because it deals with like different parts of the body where there are certain traumas. And if you're wanting to let go of these traumas, and you feel that energy in those specific places, please feel free. I'll also send you a link to another. It'll have include the link to a website that has nothing but healing information. Um, So like I recommend them. Let me see if I can it basically talks about where trauma is stored in the body, and it's like a kind of like a cheat sheet. So I would say I agree again to just let's do that. Let's go. Now I've been noticing that I don't know if you guys can see me, but it's like I'm seeing like a shimmer of like energy around the entire my body and the whole camera. So I'm wondering if my energy is becoming really really strong. So download image. I'm gonna download these images, and what I'll do is I'll copy and paste. Um, I'll like do a video on the Well, you can download image. Okay, let's see. I'm going to share that to my Google Drive and save. Share that to my Google Drive. The other one as well. Let's see. I'm trying to see really quick to see. I'm wondering if is the camera just blurry? No, it's not. It's like there's still. I can still see a shimmer. It's a little bit better, but still. Oh, so it did. Yes, it did. Yes, yes, yes. So they did. It did download. So, guys, if you are interested in getting a copy of this information, now this is all about the the body where trauma is stored within the body. I haven't figured out how to. I'm wondering if there's a way. Oops, if there's a way I can like group and move to, let's create a new file, and let's see, move it to here. Let's see, healing trauma. I'm wondering if there's a way I can like copy. Oh, maybe link copy to clipboard. Let's see if this will work. Because I want you guys to have this information. I really, 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 really do. So if I can somehow link this this beautiful information, um, then awesome. Because let's see, information for finding out where trauma is stored in the body and how to heal from it. Let's link that, and we're going to post that. And I'm going to try to use the post myself and see. I would really appreciate if someone, if Luana, see. It looks like you're able to utilize. Oh, great! So you can see it. Well, I'd like for someone who is one of the ad moderators that I've assigned to please check the link to see if it works. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, yeah, it seems like it'll work, but I would really appreciate if someone, because I'm thinking because I'm using my phone and I'm connected to the Google Drive account, I'm seeing the information. So someone who can check out this link, I just made the post, but it's for like all the information on how to release it and where, like for me personally, um, 24, 25, 26, and 29 and 30, and then set 3, 7. There's like the back. There's parts of the back and parts of the chest here that I really struggle with. So I've been really working on pushing out the trauma, like feeling it and then scooping it up and pushing it out. And because I do that all the time, but I've never sat down and really gotten to the root of the problem. And so, like, I've been trying to push that energy out. And one of the things that I've really noticed is like, I have the lack of self esteem, which I'm working on. I know my guides. We've been working on releasing, helping me to cry again, to having high self esteem, and which because as you guys know, I stated this before, where hold on, I'm trying to do something. Okay, huh? Interesting information and just chatting about experiences. Okay. Um, where is my So, as I was saying, I noticed that my lack of self esteem caused a lot of my doubt, fear, worry, and anxiety, right? And stress. And so I've been really working on meditating on empowerment. And, I was really coming to terms with inner beauty, because inner beauty, like, I sat down and was like asking myself, why the fuck do I shave? Why do I care about how I look? And I'm beautiful no matter what. So like I've been coming into a lot of deeper understanding about inner beauty. But not only that, it's just that I just been finding it so interesting, because I've been doing a lot of energy work to release pain and trauma. So I'm really excited because as soon as this next ayahuasca ceremony, I think what I want to do after we get all the self esteem and the confidence, I feel like we should that my guides and I should focus on at the same time of filling me up with a lot of self esteem, like high self esteem, confidence, um, to release the traumas of doubt, worry, anxiety, fears, stress, and the lack of like I've been like feeling like these are really coming into play with the healing that I'm about to do. So I'm gonna focus on these next ayahuasca ceremony. I think what I'll do is I'll focus on these areas here in my chest, my back, the center of my back, and the my base of my spine. I know I've always had like a weird energy at the base of my spine, but now it makes a lot of sense, um, on what I was feeling there, and so it just really is interesting. So I'm gonna be working on that too, because if I'm gonna work on the self esteem and high self esteem and building my self esteem, because I know that's the root of all of my doubt, fear, worry, and anxiety and stress. Because when I have low self esteem, I start to doubt myself. Then I start to, after the doubting, I start to worry and have anxiety. And then what I do, then I stress about it. So it's like it goes boom, 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 one after the other. So I know the problem is with the lack of self esteem. So like, I'm wanting my guides to also help me work on, instead of having feeling the lack of self-esteem, but have the abundance of self-esteem, to have the abundance of wealth, to have the abundance of self-love, the abundance of confidence, the abundance of unconditional love, self-love, true love, wealth, and monetary wealth. So I feel like the energies of abundance and the um, we're it's going to be interesting. I feel like I'm getting a bigger understanding of what it is that I feel like if I can take care of these energies, I will like go to the next level of my evolutionary process. So I'm gonna try to do that with this ayahuasca. Not just with the ayahuasca. I'm also going to get some Delta 8 and Delta 9 gummies, or maybe some CBD or some CBG gummies, to really focus on these particular parts of the body to really push out the trauma. My personal opinion, though, is that with the trauma, I don't feel like you have to like look at it. I mean, yeah, that helps, but everything's energy, and so for me, if I can pull out all of that energy, then purify that, cleanse it, make sure it's super sweet clean, and then pour in love, and it shouldn't matter. But I think it's, to each their own. But because I know the power of all that is, and the energy of the power of the soul and the energy all around. So it's like, wouldn't you be able to just chop off that energy you're not wanting, and then pour in the energy that you want instead? You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's stuff that I've got to work on. So I'm going to be working on that. These next couple of days is working on. I have been working on traumas, but it's like now I have a greater understanding of where the trauma is stored in the body, and therefore have like a more direct path to like pushing out those traumas and releasing them. So, because what I do is I just feel wherever it's coming from, and then guide it out of my legs or my back, to guide it out of my arms, like to guide it outward. out of my aura, and then I take it into a ball of energy, and then take that energy and fill it up with all of the traumas and all of the emotional, like the lack, the there was even ones where I was like unworthy of peace and unworthy, undeserving of joy, or unworthy of connections, and like unworthy of receiving and giving love. And so there were like all those energies. And it's like as soon as I feel like it gets full of energy, I then push it outward, and I call upon Archangel Haniel, or whoever I feel drawn to, in this case, Archangel Haniel, to take this ball of trauma, to transmute it, to change the energy, because energy never dies, it merely changes. Change it from those fear, worry, anxiety, and the lack of abundance, the lack of wealth, the lack of stability, um, of the fear, the energies of undeserving joy and unworthy of peace, um, un, uh, un, giving and receiving love, and to just like I want that gone. I want that to just be purified into pure love. Yes, and that's it. And I just see like it coming into like a pure yellow, like from it's like a red, orange to a yellow ball, and just pink and gold flame energy, and I'm projecting that into it to really just purify it. But like, and I leave the rest to Haniel to remove that energy, and then now I do is I just channel violet fire, the blue flame, and the green flame, along with the emerald, the rose gold flame, and the liquid golden and white light coming through and filling every part of my cells, filling every part of the body, like so. So, but yeah, like that's what I do. That give you an example. Like I just feel the energy, and you see how I was like moving my arms because I was just like feeling and pushing the energy through my body. And so, yeah, that's what I do. And let me go check on this candle because this drink candle's. I think it's candle wax. It's overflowing. Let me just. My leg. Come on. Wake up. Wake up. Oh, leg. 1 minute, guys. Never mind. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So I feel like once all these traumas are gone, fully gone, um, I'll have an easier time um, manifesting the abundance of wealth. Because now that I really think about it, the lack. I always have this all these thoughts of lacking of wealth, or lacking food, lacking like my necessities and my wants. And I realized something while like going through all these traumas. I was always told by my teachers. They always would sing to me whenever I'd get upset. You can't always get what you want, and so it was like, damn. At first, I was kind of pissed off, like, damn, these motherfuckers got me, and I didn't realize it. But then I realized, wait, can't get angry at them. They were just doing what they, but they were also like making fun of me, about it too. Like, so, like, that's, for me, I feel like in a way it programs me to believe that I can't get what I want. And so, like, I had to take a moment and be like, you know what? No, I can get what I want because just as much as I can obtain what I need, I can have what I want. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter what experiences I go through. It doesn't matter what my body feels or does. I can always have what I want, need, and desire, and I can create it. It's mine, and I can always have it. Right. So that's what I said, and I have been feeling a release, but I feel like the ayahuasca is really gonna push me over the edge, like not push me over the edges and like push me, but like help me push the last of the trauma out. So it's gonna be real fun and really awesome and amazing. Um, so yeah. Uh, Other than that, I just been really working on myself. Um, I made an altar for my ancestors because I felt like I needed to have that there. I might add the Mayan, Aztec, and Inca aspects, and I might add some Egyptian statues because I have Egyptian, like a very little bit of Egyptian blood in me. So I was gonna add some Egyptian statues as well. Um, and mm, sorry, excuse me. But yeah, so yeah, I've been working on stuff around the house. Um, hmm, you know, other than that, I think I've been pretty much just really just focusing inward a lot. That's gonna sound weird. I haven't been going outside. I haven't been doing my readings outside. I haven't even had any readings at all, like people calling me in for readings. But I just thought it was interesting. I really thought that was just very interesting to me because I'm also kind of just preparing for the whatchamacallit, the Renaissance Fair. And so I made some sand candles, and I made some dirt soil candles made from like where so I'm going to sell those. Because of the crystals and the amount of wax that I use, I'm gonna be charging them $50 a piece, and I think that's pretty fair, especially for the amount of wax and the amount of crystals I've used in them, the herbs that are in there. So they're really more like, if I had to explain the energy of these sand and earth based candles, um, they're for the home, to dispel negativity, to dispel like and to bring in love. There are some brown ones and then there are some pink ones. But I was working really deeply with Hestia, with Poseidon, and with Zeus. For Poseidon because I wanted his energy of the sea because the sea is a purifier. It has salt. So I did dill seed. Dill seed is used to we believe, some people believe that it cleanses and removes evil spirits and curses, hexes, black magic. So and then incorporating the love and the peace and the harmony. So it's got a lot of good energy. So basically, I'll be selling them as um, to bring in positive energy into your home and to banish negativity from your home and to bring blessings and miracles. So um, I did that. I've done those, and I have some candles. These candles have mostly the Jupiter candle wax. I was specifically working with Jupiter, Fortuna, Daiki, Pomona, and Indune to create a life full of wealth and an abundance of wealth. To create a life that was an abundance of wealth and good fortune. And then it's got a second layer on top of it that is the intentions for Hestia, so to also bring that into your home. So it's got like a Hestia Jupiter vibe to it. I mean, it does have other gods and goddesses, but mainly Hestia and Jupiter. Now, these candles, I was gonna promote them to bring good hospitality and to make your house positive and very hospitable. So I've been really working on that. But I think what I'll do is just say, because there's just nothing but just good energy in these candles, I'll say that they're just candles to bring in positivity, blessings, and help you with manifestation and banish negativity and all that. I actually been burning one of them, and it's been burning pretty nicely. So, and I've got the sticker, and on top it says "Creational Sensation." So we'll see what happens. But they're intention candles to bring in positive stuff, you know. So whatever doesn't sell at the convenience store, I'm gonna bring with me. There's still plenty. There's still like plenty of soaps. Now, my friend says the reason why I don't get a whole lot of sales is because I make my stuff too good. I would think if my products are really good, because she says that she has one of my deodorant stuff that she still uses, and it's been about a year and a half now. She doesn't use that much, but it's like good, you know. And you know, she says like the stuff that I make lasts a very long time, and she says, you know, that's why you don't make a lot of sales is because I've used your products and they last a long time. And so I would think that if they last a long time, you'd want to go back and buy some more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I can testify for my soaps because I use them as well, and they do last a very long time. I create them very thick, and they have good scents, and I try to make them not only antibacterial because I use eucalyptus, spearmint, and rosemary, eucalyptus, peppermint, and spearmint a lot to add those antibacterial, antiviral um, aspects. But then I also scent it with other oils on top to make it really smell good. Like I would do citrus and spearmint, or rosemary with the tea tree oil, or eucalyptus and rosemary. You know, like I do make really good combinations, or at least I feel I make good combinations and they smell good. I mean, I have had people buy them on occasion, but I feel that if my products are really good, you would come back to buy more. But that doesn't seem to be the case. But I'm not too worried because at the Renaissance Fair, I hope to sell these, and I've been really putting the intention that yes, these everything will be bought. Like everything will be bought. I know most of the time they'll come to me for readings because I'm going to be doing readings there and doing all that kind of stuff. So I'm also going to ask that if they wanted to donate to um, have a donation on top of like, because I'm going to charge $25 for the readings, you know. But I was one, there'll be can't speak today, and I was going to offer, ask if they wanted to donate towards the storefront because I'm hoping to raise funds for the storefront, which is going to be my what I'm referring to as my tiny home, but it's also going to be a place of business. So, like, there's going to be the storefront but I'll live on in the loft. So I was gonna take. It'll have like my kitchen, my bathroom. The loft is my bedroom, but I was thinking about turning the 10 by 8 foot section that's by the front door into the storefront. That way, I'll have like a little storefront. So I'm wanting to see if anyone's willing, I'll have the box so they can donate towards a storefront where they can actually buy these products if they support these products. I will have some sample soaps for people to try, so it's gonna be awesome. Um, I'll get some. I need to get some business cards and some really good stickers too. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on, and I've been kind of preparing mostly for the uh, for the Renaissance Fair. I still got plenty of wax I need to melt, but I need to get more sand and more soil. I'm not really too keen on the earth-based candles because they seem to have more dirt than coating them. But like, mind you, these candles are not meant to be like left unattended, and I'll make it very clear because I don't want them to leave the candles like the sand candles and the earth candles. It's the same method for sand candles where they pour the sand and the wax in the sand mold, and so it's the same thing except I'm using soil instead of sand. So it's just trying to like I still have plenty of wax that I need to melt. And what I do is I have these pillow candles that I'm melting, but right now I'm just kind of putting it on hold because I'm trying to see if Pat, whenever I meet Pat, I'll see if she can lend me some sand or wheat because I need some sand. So, hmm, I've been kind of just mainly gearing up for the Renaissance Fair, and it's too hot. I'm sorry, I just got tired of going out there in the heat. It's just too much. I have more winter clothing than I do summer clothing. So I know when winter comes around, I'll be good, but it's just summer. I have too much heavy clothing for summer. Because it's funny because I got rid of all of my clothes, my summer clothes, because I was thinking Arkansas was gonna be cold. Nope. So. mm I thought this was interesting. If you look at my head of hair, it's growing back really fast. I thought that was very interesting that my hair grows fast. Just like my beard grows super, super, super fast. So does my hair, and I think that's pretty cool. I've actually have had times where I've willed it to slow down and it would slowly grow back, like no joke. So like I feel like because I want it to grow back soon, it's like growing super fast, and then I want it to be really silky smooth and soft. So I can't wait for it to grow back because I'm interested to see if it's gonna be even silky smooth or not. I'm very interested. So very, 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 very interested. Um, I know like after the tiny home is set up because like I said, I'm planning to I'm not sure if I want the loft to be the storefront, but I'm thinking I'll use the um because there's the front door and I've divided it into three sections for the first floor. Um, for the back half, it's like 10 by 16, so I divided it the 16 by 8 feet. So I split it in half. So I have 8 feet by 10 feet. And so I decided to take and split the 10 feet in half to where I have a bathroom that's a 5 by 8 foot, 5 foot long, wide, and 8 foot long, forward and backward, and 5 foot left, right. So 5 foot wide, 8 foot long, and that'll be like the size for the bathroom and the kitchen, right? And I was originally thinking that I'd have the bedroom as a living room slash bedroom for the 16 for the 18 by 10 because it's gonna have one big room and 18 by 10. But now I think what I'll do is I'll have the loft as my bedroom because that's how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing a loft as my bedroom. There's gonna be like a two nice nightstands. Of course, I'm gonna paint the floor to where it's just a portal. It's gonna have like a big ass geometrical portal that I will have specifically designed for portal working. So it's gonna have like the zodiacs, 16 pointed star with the 12 zodiacs, um, with the four elemental alchemical symbols, with a 12 pointed star inside of it to represent, and then with the 12 planets. So it's gonna have the 12 planetary signs. Um, Wait, hold on, just trying. Chiron, Lilith. Hmm, that actually could work. I could have the 16 planetary symbols, the 12 zodiacs. Then after the 12, it's going to be the 6. So I was thinking about like doing with the 6 pointed star. I was going to do um I was thinking 16, 12. So it's going to have a 16 pointed star, a 12 pointed star inside of it, right? So that's what I was going to do. Then I was going to do a 6 pointed star. But if depending on how big it is, I'm probably just gonna do it as 16 by 12. But I also want to incorporate 369 energy. So what I might do is do a 12 pointed star, then a 9 pointed star, then a 6 pointed star, and then a triangle in the center of it, like that. So that's what I might do. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do is have a 9 pointed star, a 6 pointed star, and then a three a triangle like there. I think that's what I'll do. And then if I have the room, I'm gonna do a 12 point star. So, but that's my plan for the loft because I want it to be very geometrical with the planetary, the zodiacal signs and stuff. And I want to incorporate the 369 with the 12 energy because 12 it's completion. Um, but I see like the shelves where all of my crystals and deities go, and two nightstands, and my bed. I see that, and then I see the crystals in the four corners of the room, like of the loft. That's how I see it. And then I thought, instead of having a living room there, I could have um, the the big. It would be considered a great room, which would be 10 feet across and 8 feet long. I could have that where I saw like envisioned like glass counters that have like you can put stuff in. So I was thinking of having that where it has all of my crystals aimless and stuff that I make, and then shelves with my soaps and deodorants, and then herbs and spices that I'll sell, and different spell jars and stuff. So I was thinking something like that, and so yeah. But we'll see. But basically, I'll definitely use my house as part of my storefront, and then I'll live in it. But it's like my storefront property. I mean, my storefront house. Because back in the day, we used to like there'd be shops where you'd live on the second floor of your shop. That's the kind of general vibe I'm going for. Because like I'll have my garden with all of my herbs and spices and stuff. And of course, I'll sell like some of that at the farmers market and stuff. But my main thing is I want to, turn my tiny home to where it's got like the storefront part in the front part of the house. But then in the back, you have your kitchen, you have your bathroom, and then you have the bedroom up on the loft. So you have like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes any sense. But that's how I'm envisioning it. And so I want to try to raise money specifically for the storefront aspect of the property, um, in order to um, in order to you know uh, get it done. Anyway, I gotta go, you guys. Talk to you guys later. See. Until next time. Bye. Ba-ba-da-ba.